In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this cute top note coffin treat box. Open it up, and there's some fun treats inside. For the treats, I used It's a Wrap Holiday stamp set from the Holiday Mini Catalog. I used the Halloween one, and I stamped in Early Espresso just on an Avery label sheet. And then you can just take the label off. Since I've run out of chocolate, I'm just going to wrap this one again. And you just wrap that around the chocolate. And then you've got a cute piece of chocolate to put in your coffin box. So for the box, I've started with a piece of 8 by 5.5, and I've scored it 1 inch from each side on the 5.5 side, so 1 inch in, and then on the 8-inch side I've scored it at 1, 3.5, 4.5, and 7. To put the box together, I've trimmed on the score line up to the 1 inch score line on each side. On this side and on this side. And I like to do like a little V, so I've got a little bit of wiggle playroom when I'm putting the box together. So I put some sticky strip on the box. So to put the box together, we're just going to fold all the score lines. And we're going to start with these little tabs here. So I'm going to start removing some of the sticky strip from the tabs. And I'm just going to start at the top of the box. And then for this side, I'm going to go ahead and kind of fold it over and do a dry fit. See how everything's fitting. Looks pretty good. So then I'll remove the sticky strip. Alright, and so now that I've got it fitted over, I'm going to place that down, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side here. So we've got our box part here. It's kind of like a pizza box. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and remove the middle piece of sticky strip. And we're going to place our ribbon. I just used some black grosgrain around the box. So to measure, I'm going to use over 16 inches. And then make sure this is the back of your box, and you're going to put the ribbon on the sticky strip. And there we've got the box done. So now for the top and the bottom, I've cut out 2 top notes, and we're going to stamp the spider all over. I used the Big Shot die to give some texture to the top and bottom of the coffin box, and the sandwich I created, I used a shim for my Big Shot to get a deeper impression. It's just a piece of cardstock. I used a texture plate, and then I placed my piece of the top note face down because I wanted the texture to come up through the top. Then I used the silicone rubber piece And then last is the impressions pad. And then I'm just going to run that through the Big Shot, and I end up with my textured top piece. So then I used from the Frightful Sight paper. It's in the catalog. Really fun designs on it, and I like this one because it's got the little spider on it. So I also used the top note die to cut these out, and I'm just going to go ahead and adhere those onto the top note. And this is going to create my top note here. And then any discrepancies in size I'm just going to trim away. So it looks like I've got a nice, neat edge. And then coming back to my box, I'm going to adhere this to the top. Remove the sticky strip. Go ahead and line it up with the edge, and then place it on the top. Here's the top of my die. And then for the Happy Halloween, I used the Dark and Dreary stamp set. The spider also came from this stamp set. But I just used my markers to color in the Happy Halloween. So I did Old Olive all around. So I'm just going to be inking up the Happy Halloween and then the embellishments around the 31. Just want to make sure I catch all the edges here. And then I'm going to use black for the 31. I just kind of rotate my stamp around so that I don't have to change the position of my hand that's holding the marker. Now I'm going to stamp this on a piece of white cardstock, and then I'm going to use the designer label punch to punch that out. I'm just going to position that right in the middle there. Bring it down a little bit more. I'm going to punch that out. I've already punched out 2 in the Cajun Craze, and I'm going to do a little trick to create a layer to go behind my Happy Halloween. So for the first piece, I'm going to cut out the middle widthwise. My second piece, I'm going to cut out the middle lengthwise. So I've got these edge pieces here. I'm just going to take away the middles, and then I'm just going to put some adhesive on each side and then just start building my layers. So I'll do the bottom and the top. And then each of the sides. Okay. And then I'll just pop that up on dimensionals, add that, and I like to kind of offset it a little bit so it's not covering up all that wonderful paper design there. And then your finished project is going to look like this, and you're going to have your wonderful candies inside, and this is going to be the perfect Halloween gift for your favorite friend or a teacher or someone who really enjoys Halloween. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial.